guys, the Curious Owl here, and today I am bringing you my June TBR, or basically my Biblio Games TBR. So the Biblio Games is a readathon going on the entire month of June. We are now, the day I record this, on June 2nd, and I have already started with my reading for it, but I wanted to give you guys a quick rundown of some of the books I'm going to be reading, starting with my challenge books that I know for sure are going to count for challenges. So I am a part of Team Sidekick because, like the Hufflepuff I am very loyal, I'm friendly, I am pretty much your cheerleader when it comes to things. The group book for the Sidekick team is Not Your Sidekick by C.B. Lee. This is a middle grade story, and I'm very excited to read it because I remember when it came out a couple years ago and I had not read it, and it's supposed to be pretty interesting, so I'm very excited. Then one of my challenges as a sidekick is my Mission Strategy Challenge, which is to read a non-fiction book. For this, I am picking my audiobook for Feel Good 101 by Emma Blackery. This will be the third time that I have gone through this book. I'm currently I'm over halfway done with it at this point, listening to it at 1.5 speed. Then I have one book that is going to complete 2 challenges, which is my Gym Challenge, which is to read a format I don't typically read, and to complete my Hero Support Challenge, which is to read a graphic novel, which is actually the format I don't typically read a lot. And for those challenges, I'm going to be reading the first volume of the Paper Girls graphic novel series. I got this a little while ago after hearing a lot of people talk about it. It's sci-fi based, I believe, following a group of girls, and I'm interested in reading it. I'm excited to see how it's going to go because I've heard some pretty good things about it, and hopefully if I like it enough, maybe I will continue with the series. So those are for sure the books I know I'm going to read for specific challenges. Now I'm going to move into the arcs I'm going to be reading. I still have a couple of arcs that I have from May that I need to finish before I move on to my June arcs, but the May arcs that I am going to finish with are going to be The Dancing Girls by M.M. Chonard, Dusk and Ember by Robert Jacoby, Homecoming for the Cowboy by Nicole Helm, Starship Repo by Patrick S. Tomlinson, and Genderqueer, a Memoir by Maya Kobabe. And then the ones that are going to be my arcs for June are going to be The Brooding Duke of Danforth, Breaking Bailey, The Starter Wife, The 13th Guardian, Time After Time, The Outside, All We Knew But Couldn't Say, Wherever She Goes, An American Duchess, Beau and Bet, and In the Shadow of Spindrift House. Now, if by some magical reason I end up completing all of those arcs, or, get through enough of them to where I am comfortable with getting into my rereads, I will finally jump back into my reread series of the Morganville Vampires by going back to Dead Girls Dance and then reading Midnight Alley. And then my June reread was going to be Feast for Fools, so hopefully I will get to that, but we'll see if that actually happens or not, because with my luck, it might not. So then my random TBRs that I have been slowly piling up, hopefully if I can get to them this month as well, I will start with Smoke in the Sun, which was my March TBR pick, then read Jacoby, which was my April TBR pick, then read A List of Cages, which was my May pick, and now we have to pick my June TBR pick. So let's get into it. The next book in the Cinder series by Marissa Meyer. So I have not read any of the Cinder series yet by Marissa Meyer, so I will be then reading Cinder by Marissa Meyer. I really loved Renegades, so I'm hoping that the Lunar Chronicles is going to make me happy just as much, because I know the Lunar Chronicles came out before the Renegades series, so I hope that I will still love this even though it's older. And I only have this one, Scarlet and Heartless, which Heartless is, I think, like more of a spin-off than an actual book in the series. So if I like this enough, hopefully I will continue with the series, and I'm really hoping I like it because I love retellings of stories, and this is supposed to be like a version of Cinderella where she's like part cyborg, so I'm pretty excited. My audiobook for this month is going to be A Man Called Ove. Now, I am currently working on Feel Good 101 as another audiobook, but my official audiobook for the month is A Man Called Ove by Frederick Bachman. Frederick Bachman is an author I've heard a lot about, that I have been wanting to read for a very long time, and I saw that this one was available on Overdrive, and so I snatched up as quick as I could because I really wanted to get to it. Then, more than likely, by the time I finish A Man Called Ove, I will be able to start the audiobook for A Storm of Swords by George R.R. Martin, the third book in the Game of Thrones Song of Ice and Fire series. So The thing is with that is I'm gonna kind of put that more on the back burner. Like I said, if I can get to the audiobook After a Man Called Ove, I will start it and hopefully focus more on the audiobook than the physical book, because I like to keep an audiobook as I'm going through my physical ones, and especially because with my new job, my commute is like a 40-minute drive. It's definitely gonna get me a lot of time between, you know, before work and after work reading. So I think I can get through it, but I'm going to try to also then, if I can, you know, work through the physical book, but I highly doubt I'm going to, considering I have so many other physical books that I am reading this month as well. Now, any of the ARCs, rereads, random TBRs, audiobook, or you know, my Game of Thrones read books that are going to be through this month, I will basically figure out which ones are going to fit the other challenges that are going to be used for this month with the Biblio games. I just know for a fact that my group book is going to, you know, work. My audiobook for Feel Good 101 is going to work for one of my challenges, and Paper Girls is going to count for 2 challenges. So I only need to really find books that are either have a satisfying ending and have a funny side character. And I think most of these books that I will be reading, I will find one of them that has either both or one of those things. So I'm not too worried about completing the challenges. I'm pretty excited for how this month is going to go. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. Let me know what you guys are planning on reading for the Biblio games if you're participating down in the comments below. Also, let me know what team you're on, if you're on Team Sidekick or any of the other teams. I'd love to know. And as always, if you guys did enjoy this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not already and you'd like to be, hit the button down below and subscribe to become an owlet in our flock. And I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.